Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because this one might just break the internet. Word on the street is that Asian Doll just dropped a revelation so wild. It's got everyone from fans to industry insiders questioning everything they thought they knew about Lil Durk and India Royale. According to fresh reports and whispers from sources close to both sides, Asian Doll allegedly exposed a private conversation. One where she claims India Royale broke down in tears while talking about Durk. You heard that right. She was crying on the phone. Asian reportedly told a friend during a recent live session. And those 6 words flipped the entire narrative upside down. Now the internet's on fire. Fans are asking, what was India crying about? Did Durk finally cross the line? Or did something deeper happen behind closed doors? Meanwhile, Asian Doll's tone wasn't bitter. It was almost regretful. Like someone who knew too much and said just enough to keep the chaos alive. If true, this isn't just gossip, it's emotional fallout. Secrets, tears, and betrayal. And the world's watching to see who speaks next. Stay right here, because this revelation might just change everything we thought we knew about their story. The tension didn't start overnight. It's been simmering for months. But this week, everything snapped when Asian Doll went live, her voice low and serious, almost hesitant. She wasn't yelling. She wasn't clout chasing. She was confessing. I wasn't even going to say this, she began, eyes darting to her phone like she knew she was crossing a line. But that girl was crying on the phone to me about Durk. Crying. Instantly, the internet went wild. Within minutes, clips of that live hit every blog, the Shade Room, Say Cheese TV, No Jumper, you name it. Comments flooded in faster than anyone could read them. India called her? Nah, that's cap. Asian lying again. Wait, what if she's telling the truth? The timing couldn't have been worse. Lil Durk had just started posting cryptic messages on his story again. Dark backgrounds, quotes about loyalty, trust, and fake love. The kind of stuff that fans eat up like it's gospel. Don't protect no one who wouldn't protect you. That was one of them. And after Asian's live, everyone connected the dots. Screenshots started circulating, some real, some fake, of what people claimed were texts between India Royale and Asian Doll. One showed India saying, "You think it's easy watching the internet talk like that? You think I ain't got feelings too?" The messages were blurry, unverified, and yet they exploded across X, TikTok, and Instagram like wildfire. The blogs called it the emotional leak. Fans called it India's breaking point. And Asian Doll? She said nothing else. No clarification, no denial, just silence. The kind of silence that makes the internet lose its mind. Behind the scenes, though, people close to India reportedly weren't happy. A friend of hers, who later deleted their post, wrote on Threads, "Y'all don't even know half of it. When somebody tries to heal quietly and people keep dragging her name for views, that's evil." But fans didn't buy the sympathy act. They wanted truth. They wanted details. They wanted receipts. Candidly, Cassie, the YouTube queen of dissecting celebrity drama, dropped a 10-minute segment titled India Royale, the tears behind the silence. In it, she replayed the clip of Asian Doll's live over and over, slowing it down, analyzing every pause, every breath. "You can hear guilt in her tone," Cassie said. "This ain't someone trying to start beef. This is someone accidentally spilling a truth that was never supposed to come out." And that's when things started to spiral. A fan page posted a theory that India Royale had reached out to Asian Doll weeks ago. Not out of friendship, but desperation. She just wanted to know the truth, the caption read. She wanted to hear it from someone who wasn't lying to her. The post racked up 50,000 likes in hours. Then, another source came forward, this time claiming that Durk had found out about the call and lost it. He told her, "You talking to people who want to see us fall apart." Whether real or fabricated, it was believable enough to make fans turn their notifications on. Everyone was waiting for one of them, Durk, India, or Asian, to post something that confirmed or denied it all. But no one did. The quiet started feeling loud. Too loud. And then, Asian Doll posted a black and white selfie with the caption, "Everything ain't meant to be hidden." No tags, no names, just chaos in the comments. Fans begged for clarification. Others accused her of emotional manipulation. But the one thing everyone agreed on? Something real had happened. Meanwhile, India Royale vanished. No stories, no posts, no sightings, not even her usual product drops or promo posts. She went ghost. And that's when the narrative flipped again. Because when someone like India goes quiet, the internet starts filling in the blanks. Maybe she's protecting herself. Maybe she's scared. Maybe she's tired. But what if, just maybe, Asian Doll wasn't lying? Because hours later, a voice memo started circulating in fan groups, allegedly of Asian Doll telling someone off camera, "I ain't trying to mess up nobody's home. She called me, not the other way around. I was trying to comfort her." Fans went insane. The clips sounded real enough. The same accent, the same tone, but there was no confirmation of when it was recorded or who it was meant for. That didn't matter. The damage was done. Now, the internet had its storyline. India cried, Durk denied, Asian exposed. Even DJ academics jumped in, posting a now viral meme with the caption, "Bro can't even catch a break between two women who both claim loyalty." It was messy, it was disrespectful, but it fueled the conversation like gasoline on fire. And somewhere in all this noise, Durk finally blinked. He didn't go live. He didn't tweet. He didn't argue. He just posted one black and white picture, him alone in the studio, staring at the mic, with the caption, "Sometimes pain make you real quiet." The comment section flooded instantly. He guilty. He tired. He about to drop the realest song of his career. And while everyone else was decoding captions, Asian Doll liked the post. Just one like, but it was enough to make everything explode again. It was official now. The situation wasn't just messy. It was personal. The world had questions, but no answers. And the more everyone stayed quiet, the louder the rumors grew. Because sometimes silence doesn't mean peace. It means a storm's about to hit. And this time, it was one Lil Durk couldn't avoid. When the silence finally broke, it didn't come from Lil Durk. It came from someone close to him. A woman claiming to be one of his old friends went live and dropped a bombshell. Y'all think Asian lying? India was crying for real. She was hurt. She ain't deserve half of what went down. That single line sent the internet straight into chaos. Screens started recording instantly. Blog pages clipped it before she even ended her live. And within 30 minutes, hashtag India started crying was trending on X. But what made it even crazier was that Asian Doll herself joined the comments mid-live. She didn't deny it. She didn't argue. She just typed, "Told y'all I don't lie on nobody." And that was it. 3 seconds of text. No follow-up, no emojis, no shade, just confirmation. Fans flooded the comments. She confirming it. This about to ruin everything. Durk better speak before this gets worse. But Durk stayed quiet. And that's when things really started to unravel. A screenshot began circulating, supposedly from a private group chat, showing India Royale texting someone. "You ever love somebody who keep disappointing you, but you still defend them? That's my stupid heart." The message wasn't verified, of course, but the phrasing was too familiar, too emotional. It felt like her. Whether real or fake, it didn't matter anymore. The internet had already decided. India Royale was heartbroken. Asian Doll was the accidental truth teller, and Durk was the man holding secrets too heavy to carry. That same night, candidly Cassie posted her signature deep dive. Her thumbnail read, "India's tears, the truth behind Asian's revelation." In the video, she slowed down Asian's live, frame by frame. "Look right here," Cassie said, circling Asian's expression. "This isn't someone trolling. You can see guilt. You can hear compassion. This is someone who knows something she wasn't supposed to say." Then she played another clip, the part where Asian Doll said she was crying about being tired. Tired of pretending everything good when it's not. Cassie paused and whispered, "That line right there changes everything." The internet went nuclear. TikTok flooded with analysis videos, side-by-side clips of India Royale's old emotional tweets, and fan theories that the couple had been secretly broken up for months before their public split. Some fans even started piecing together old interviews, claiming Durk's body language had changed long ago. The way he avoided certain questions, the subtle distance in his tone whenever India's name came up. And through it all, Asian doll stayed online, not posting, just lurking. Every time someone tagged her, she'd like a few posts and disappear again. It was almost like she was feeding the fire without ever adding wood. Then came the twist nobody saw coming. A small gossip account posted a blurry clip allegedly showing India Royale on FaceTime with a close friend. Her voice was low, breaking slightly. "I just didn't think she'd tell anyone," the voice said. "I was crying to her as a friend, not for the internet." The clip cut off there, but that was enough. Fans lost their minds. That's her voice. She sounds so hurt. Why Asian gotta do her like that? For the first time, public sympathy shifted fully to India Royale. People started unfollowing Asian doll in waves. Her comments filled with snake emojis and messages like, "You broke girl code." But Asian wasn't backing down. She finally broke her silence again on Twitter. "Y'all fake woke," she tweeted. "Y'all act like I did something wrong for speaking truth. Don't play with my name." Then she added a second tweet. "If I was lying, they wouldn't be mad, they'd be laughing." The internet froze. That one line hit like a gunshot. Even people who were angry started second-guessing. Because deep down it made sense. If Asian doll was lying, why were Durk and India so quiet? DJ academics jumped in again, posting either Durk about to drop a track or somebody about to drop receipts. And that's when the speculation turned explosive. Some fans began theorizing that Asian doll had screenshots, maybe even a voice memo from that alleged phone call. Memes popped up of Asian holding the receipts like Thanos, and even Cassie joked, if she got proof, it's about to be a long week for Durk. But what came next caught everyone off guard. An anonymous TikTok account dropped what they called a proof file, a blurred screen recording showing India Royale's name at the top of a message thread and the text. "I just don't know how to move on from someone I love so much but can't trust anymore." The messages scrolled for 10 seconds before the video cut to black. The caption read, "You didn't hear this from me." The post got taken down within an hour, but by then, it had already hit Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube compilations. Everyone had seen it. And then, finally, after days of digital warfare, India Royale came back online. No crying, no breakdown, just a single story, a selfie with tired eyes, makeup slightly smudged, captioned "lesson learned." That was all she needed to say. The internet erupted again. She confirming it. That's the heartbreak post. Durk really fumbled this time. Even Asian doll commented under a fan repost. "At least now y'all see, I wasn't trying to hurt nobody." But the drama didn't stop there. Because while fans were comforting India, someone leaked a DM exchange allegedly between Durk and another influencer, where he wrote, "You can't control who reach out to who, but don't bring me into it." Whether real or fake, that screenshot reignited every rumor about him. And this time, Durk couldn't hide. That night, Durk went live. His tone was low, his expression unreadable. "Y'all love drama," he said. "Y'all forget these real people got feelings too. I ain't perfect, but I'm done defending myself. People gon' believe what they want." He didn't mention Asian doll or India Royale by name, but fans didn't need him to. The hurt was written all over his face. And for the first time in a long time, he didn't look angry. He looked defeated. The comment section flooded with heart emojis, broken hearts, and "stay strong, bro." Even candidly Cassie posted a reaction video saying he looked like a man who's carrying pain that don't fit in captions. The internet finally went quiet. But that silence wasn't peace. It was the sound of everyone waiting for who would speak next. Because if Asian doll had more proof, she wasn't done. And if India Royale was truly heartbroken, she wasn't healing. She was loading her truth. And if Lil Durk meant what he said, that he was done protecting people, then what came next could destroy every image he'd worked so hard to protect. By the next morning, the world was waiting for something, a statement, a post, anything. But instead of Durk, it was Asian doll who broke the silence again, this time with what she called proof. She didn't post screenshots or full messages, but she went live, face bare, voice steady, the kind of calm that only comes when someone knows they're holding a loaded truth. "I'm not here to bash nobody," she said, "but I can't sit quiet while the internet paint me crazy." She called me. She was crying. I told her it's going to be okay. That's it. Her chat exploded instantly. Fans flooding the comments, trolls accusing her of lying, others begging her to drop the receipts. But Asian didn't flinch. "Y'all don't even know how deep this go," she continued. "Half of y'all would lose sleep if y'all heard the whole truth. I ain't here to hurt nobody. I just said what I said, and that's facts." And that was all it took. The clip hit Say Cheese TV, The Neighborhood Talk, and every gossip outlet within minutes. Headlines read, "Asian doll confirms India Royale phone call. Asian stands her ground amid Durk drama." But what really shook people was her tone. She wasn't angry. She sounded sad, like someone who was done fighting a war she never meant to start. Still, the backlash was brutal. India Royale supporters flooded social media with the hashtag #RespectIndia, calling Asian messy, heartless, and obsessed. But while the internet argued, something unexpected happened. India Royale posted again. This time it wasn't subtle. It was a long note on her story. "I'm not going to sit here and tell my side of every story," she wrote. "But when somebody takes your pain and uses it for clout, you start realizing who you really were to them. I don't wish harm on nobody, but I wish peace on myself." The internet froze. Fans started crying in the comments. It wasn't a diss. It wasn't an attack. It was heartbreak. Raw, clean, and painfully honest. Even candidly Cassie, who had been covering the feud for weeks, paused her commentary. "That's not shade," she said quietly during her live reaction. "That's a woman who's done being strong for people who don't deserve it." For a few hours, things went eerily quiet. But like always, peace doesn't last long on the internet. A leaked clip suddenly surfaced from a studio session, allegedly featuring Lil Durk, rapping over a somber beat. The verse that broke the internet was short, but powerful. "Ain't no loyalty when everybody crying private / they love to tell my story like I ain't survive it." The second those lyrics hit social media, the storm returned. "He talking about Asian and India," one tweet read. "This man dropping truth in bars again." Another said, "He hurt, you can hear it." Fans turned the verse into TikToks, edits, even slowed down remixes. But what nobody expected came just hours later. Asian Doll reposted one of those clips on her story, adding a single caption, "If only he told the full truth." That line alone brought the whole internet back to chaos. Candidly, Cassie uploaded again, voice heavy, tone cautious. "This story ain't just gossip anymore," she said. "This about closure, grief, and love that never healed right. Asian feels betrayed, India feels exposed, and Durk feel misunderstood. That's a dangerous triangle." Meanwhile, a few insiders close to Durk's camp began leaking details anonymously. One said, "He tired. He feel like he can't breathe without somebody twisting it." Another wrote, "He did protect them both for years." But now, everybody telling their version. The whole thing had turned from a feud into a confession circle. By late that night, India Royale posted one final time. A simple black screen with the words, "Some stories ain't meant to be shared. I forgive, but I don't forget." Her tone wasn't angry. It was the kind of peace that hurts to earn. Fans started using her quote as captions. Edits flooded TikTok again. Split screens of India looking heartbroken, Durk in the studio, and Asian with tearful eyes. The sound? That same line from Durk's leaked song. "Ain't no loyalty when everybody cry in private." It was haunting, beautiful, tragic. And then, something happened that no one saw coming. All three of them unfollowed each other. Within an hour, every blog posted the screenshots. Durk unfollows both India and Asian. India unfollows Durk. It's over. Asian Doll quietly removes Durk from her followers. Fans were done pretending it was a storyline. This was real now. Even candidly, Cassie signed off with, "We not watching a feud anymore. We watching closure in real time." Over the next few days, everything slowed down. Asian Doll stopped posting. India Royale went completely quiet. Durk disappeared from socials, reportedly heading back to the studio. But their silence wasn't peaceful. It was heavy, like the calm before a final goodbye. And that's when Durk dropped one last quote. It wasn't a lyric. It wasn't a post. It was just one sentence written in small letters on a black screen. "I protected them both, and it cost me myself." That was the moment everything changed. Fans didn't argue anymore. They didn't pick sides. For once, everyone agreed. This wasn't just drama. It was a love story that fell apart under the weight of fame, loyalty, and too many eyes watching. Candidly, Cassie closed her final video on the situation with a line that stuck with everyone. Sometimes the truth don't set you free. It just breaks you quietly where nobody can see. The screen faded out. The comment section filled with thousands of broken hearts. And just like that, the internet went still. No winners, no villains, just three souls caught in a story that never should have been told this loud. But even as the world moved on, one thing was certain. Those 6 words from Asian Doll's first live still haunted every fan, every headline, every moment that came after. She was crying on the phone, and now everyone finally understood why. And that's where this story ends. Not with a tweet, not with a diss, but with a truth that cut deeper than any lyric ever could. From Asian Doll's unexpected revelation to India Royale's heartbreak and Lil Durk's quiet confession, every word turned into a wound, one the internet couldn't stop reopening. Because what started as gossip became grief, what began as shade turned into truth, and what was once love turned into silence. Asian Doll spoke out and paid the price. India Royale cried in private and carried it with grace. And Lil Durk? He finally said the words he'd been choking on for years. I'm done protecting everybody. But here's the thing, Spillora fam. Did he really stop protecting them? Or was this his final way of doing it? Was Asian Doll wrong for exposing pain that wasn't hers? Or was she just tired of playing the villain while everyone else hid behind calm captions? You decide. Drop your thoughts below. No hate, just honesty. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because when the next chapter drops, you already know Spillora will have the full story first. This is Spillora, where the truth doesn't leak, it erupts. And remember, this story isn't ending. It's just beginning.